Okay, picture this. A fighter jet goes down over some really treacherous mountains. The pilot is on the run, hunted by enemy forces. What unfolds is this high-stakes, 48-hour race against the clock, a race that would end up being told in two completely different and totally incompatible ways.
So let's dive right in. It all just exploded into the open with these three little words. Posted on social media, this was it. The triumphant announcement that a super-secret, super-dangerous mission deep inside Iran was over. But what this really did was kick off a whole new battle. A battle over what actually happened out there.
All right, first let's unpack the American story. From Washington's point of view, this was one of the most daring search and rescue missions in, well, recent memory. It was this powerful symbol of that promise to never leave anyone behind.
You know, the clock was ticking from the very second that jet went down. For 2 frantic days, a U.S. Air Force officer was on the ground, evading capture, while American aircraft just scoured the Iranian landscape from above. It was a desperate race to find him before the Iranians did.
And just think about the sheer scale of this for a second. This wasn't some small special ops team sneaking in. No way. The U.S. sent in dozens of aircraft, what President Trump later called the most lethal weapons in the world, and hundreds of personnel. All of that to get back one single pilot.
And this was anything but a clean, quiet extraction. I mean, get this. This quote came from a U.S. official while the operation was still happening. The plan to get in and out under the cover of darkness, it fell apart. It took way longer than they thought. A firefight broke out, and for a terrifying moment there, it was totally unclear if the pilot or even the rescuers were going to make it out.
But, and this is a huge but, while the U.S. was focused on this nail-biter of a rescue, Iran was writing a completely different story. For them, this wasn't about one rescued pilot. This was a massive victory for their nation's defenses. So while American planes were searching from the sky, on the ground, a full-blown manhunt was underway. Iranian state TV was reporting that it wasn't just their military forces, but local residents were actually mobilized to find the downed pilot. The government even offered a reward for his capture. And here you can see the two opposing realities right next to each other. It's kind of wild. While the U.S. is celebrating the heroic rescue of a pilot who brilliantly evaded the enemy, Iran is framing it as this huge success for their air defense system. They claim to have shot down not just the fighter jet, but a C-3 and 2 Black Hawk helicopters as well.
Now, this number represents a really grim detail that is completely absent from the American narrative. According to Iranian state TV, 9 people were killed in that province during confrontations related to the 2-day search. It's just a stark reminder of the mission's human cost on the ground.
All of this, it just goes to show you that this was far from a simple win for either side. Yeah, the rescue is successful, but man, it came at a high price, and it revealed some really serious complexities, especially for the U.S. mission.
You can really see the conflict in the outcomes here. I mean, on one hand, getting the pilot out safely within 48 hours, that was a massive, massive win. They avoided a potential hostage crisis, which would have been a political nightmare. But on the other hand, it was a real strategic blow. Advanced U.S. aircraft were reportedly shot down, and a mission that was designed for stealth turned into a pitched battle.
So, with a very costly rescue and what Iran is calling a major propaganda win, you have to ask, what does this victory actually mean for the future of U.S. involvement in the region?
And to really get why there was so much pressure to launch such a risky operation, you have to look back. The memory of the 1979 hostage crisis in Iran, an event that just haunted and ultimately helped end a U.S. presidency, it looms large over everything. Avoiding a repeat of that scenario, at any cost, was clearly the #1 goal. And that's really where this leaves us. The mission, it did achieve its immediate goal, but in doing so, it exposed some serious vulnerabilities, and you could argue escalated the whole conflict. It was a tactical success that might have just created a much, much larger strategic problem. So the ultimate question is, did this heroic rescue actually make a clean exit from the conflict even harder to achieve?